Guys, the season finale of Dutton Ranch is finally here. And after everything that happened in episode 8, I genuinely think this is going to be one of the most explosive hours of television this show has given us. Beulah survived her heart attack. The Jacksons' entire cattle operation got exposed, and Waken made a call that could blow up everything. So, let's talk about what episode 9 needs to deliver and what I think is actually coming. The Jacksons built an empire on lies, blood, and buried secrets, and episode 9 is about to burn all of it to the ground. Mariano is coming. Austin has a gun. Joaquin just signed his own family's death warrant. And Rip and Beth are sitting on a secret that could end the Jacksons forever. This is the episode where everything breaks. Let's be honest with each other for a second. Everything that happened in episode 8 wasn't just set up. It was a countdown. Every single character made a choice that's about to detonate in the finale. And if you've been paying attention, you already know this isn't going to end quietly for anyone involved. Beulah survived her heart attack, but surviving isn't the same as winning, and I think the finale is going to remind us of that the hard way. Because the moment she got strong enough to sit up and host visitors, the family she spent her whole life protecting was already falling apart around her, piece by piece, and she doesn't even fully know it yet. Let's start with Rob Will, because his storyline might be the most dangerous one heading into episode 9. He's officially the heir now, which sounds like a win on paper, but think about what that actually means. He didn't earn that position through loyalty or trust. He got it because Beulah chose blood over everything else, including the people who actually showed up for her. That's not a foundation. That's a target painted on his back. Beth already told him to his face that she has reservations about working with him, and Beth doesn't say things like that just to make conversation. She says them because she's already calculating her next move. If I'm Rob Will walking into this finale, I'm watching my back from every direction, because the people closest to me are the ones most likely to turn on me the second it benefits them. And then there's Joaquin, who I think made the single worst decision of the entire season. After getting pushed aside for Rob Will, after watching his own mother choose someone else to lead the family, Joaquin didn't walk away. He tried to fight back the only way he knew how, and when that failed, he panicked. He called his father. He called Mariano. And if you've been connecting the dots all season, you already know Mariano isn't just some absent father figure hiding out for no reason. Mariano is very likely the one who's been running this entire smuggling operation from the shadows the whole time, pulling strings while everyone else took the risks and the blame. Joaquin didn't just ask his father for help. He opened a door that might be impossible to close, and I don't think he understands yet what he's unleashed. Here's what I think the finale does with that. Mariano comes out of hiding. Not quietly, not carefully, but in a way that forces the entire Jackson family to deal with him directly. And when that happens, Rob Will is standing right in the line of fire. Think about it logically. Mariano spent years building this operation in the background, letting his son and Beulah take the public risks while he stayed protected. Now Rob Will is heir, Joaquin is desperate, and Mariano has a reason and an opportunity to remove the one person standing between him and complete control. If Rob Will doesn't survive this finale, it's not just a tragic twist. It's a power move. It puts Mariano in position to run the entire cattle operation without needing Beulah's permission, without needing to answer to anyone in the family at all. That's not just dangerous. That's terrifying. Because it means the family that thought they were untouchable might be about to lose control of their own empire to the one person they never accounted for. Now let's talk about the cattle operation itself, because this is where things get even messier. Rip and Beth found out the truth in episode 8, and the truth is about as bad as it gets. The Jacksons have been running cattle across the border from Mexico with zero paperwork, zero health inspections, completely off the books. That's not just shady business. That's the kind of operation that destroys lives when it goes wrong, and it already has. That diseased bull that wiped out the Dutton herd wasn't an accident. It was a direct result of an operation built on cutting corners and breaking the law. Rip and Beth didn't just lose cattle. They lost their own herd because the people they partnered with were careless at best and criminal at worst. And somebody on the inside set them up. That detail alone tells me this isn't over. Somebody wanted the Duttons to suffer, and Rip and Beth are not the kind of people who let that slide. So what do they do in the finale? I think they're forced into a real decision, and it's not going to be an easy one. Do they walk away from this partnership the second they realize how deep the corruption actually goes? Or do they stay inside it because leverage and information are worth more than walking away with nothing? Knowing Beth and knowing how she operates, I don't think she's the type to quietly exit a situation where she now holds power over the people who wronged her. She just found out the Jacksons are running an illegal operation. That's not just a problem for them. That's a weapon for her. I think the finale shows Beth weighing whether to expose them, blackmail them, or use the information to protect what's left of the Dutton ranch. And honestly, knowing her history, I wouldn't be shocked if she chooses all three. Then there's Austin. And this is where the tension really starts climbing. We already know from the previews that Austin is demanding answers and that shots get fired in the aftermath of everything that happened in episode 8. Austin has been quietly unraveling for a while now, watching his family make one questionable decision after another, watching the operation get more dangerous and more reckless with every episode.